So we heard about it more than a year ago, and now it's finally time to get hands-on with Microsoft's Kinect here at the Kinect Galleries in Covent Garden. So it's time to find out, are we going to feel like crazy people or serious gamers? So Kinect is the first motion control system offering full body tracking, allowing you to play games completely controller-free. On the hardware side of things, it's basically an Xbox 360 peripheral that works using an RGB camera, depth sensor and multi-array microphone, complete with a motorised tilt to track movement. But Kinect is smarter than your average webcam and can track 48 points of your body in real time, with the mic being able to distinguish up to 8 different voices, although this feature wasn't set up for any of the games during our demo. There were a selection of 5 titles for us to play with. We went for a joint first attempt with River Rush, part of Kinect Adventures, an obstacle course that involves steering a rubber dinghy down a jungle ravine, and a lot of jumping, stooping and sidestepping as you attempt to make it to the finish line. Now, our sense of direction and coordination might have been a bit off, but Kinect's sensitivity certainly wasn't. As you can see, movement is being mirrored accurately, with it even reproducing our more poorly thought out commands. Best of all, you don't need to wildly gesticulate to get it to pick up movement. Players can also jump in and out of the game at any time without stifling gameplay. As suspected, racing games involve gripping an imaginary steering wheel, as we found out with Joyride. This was also a good game for accuracy measurement. Oversteering means oversteering, and this is replicated on screen. As silly as you may feel, driving rests heavily on this pantomime-style steering, complete with instinctive ducking, twisting and jumping to grab bonus points, as well as hand gestures to pick up speed and execute stunts. Now, Kinect will also take pictures while you play, and in the process reveal how silly you look with a series of action shots revealed at the end of the game, which you'll be able to upload to Twitter and Facebook. However, this won't be available for all games. Next up, it's my favourite, Dance Central, and this game doesn't require much explanation, just try to keep up with the moves on screen, which sounds simple enough, but some of those moves were pretty tricky, and we were on easy. Now, it can track up to 6 people, so there's a lot of fun to be had with this one. In fact, it's so much fun, people literally run in off the streets to join in. Okay, not quite, this lady worked at the galleries, but it is pretty addictive, as you can tell from her enthusiasm. Next, it's on to Kinect Sports, Microsoft's answer to Wii Sports. Now, Jules tried 2 of the titles available, hurdles and bowling. Now, jumping takes a few attempts to get right, and I think it's fair to say the full body motion sensing is not always instantaneous. A jump before the hurdle will clear it, an impulsive jump at the hurdle will not. You'll need to wait for a cue, which in this instance is the hurdle flashing green. And what would sporty minigames be without bowling? Now, spins appear to show up on screen, and your swing is tracked as you prepare to bowl, but with no way to signal the ball's release, this is done automatically. And if you don't bowl with force, the ball will just about make it to the end of the lane. Lastly, we tried Kinectimals, which based on its name is clearly aimed at young children. Now, the aim of the game, to adopt a little cub, teach it tricks by getting it to mimic you, pet it, nurture it and basically play with it. And you'll also be able to call it using the voice recognition software, but of course this wasn't demoed. So we wanted to find out if we were going to feel like crazy people throwing our arms and bodies about, or like serious gamers. The answer? A bit of both. Kinect certainly takes motion control to the next level and is a truly immersive gaming experience, although it was sometimes difficult to work out whether our big pronounced movements were being roughly translated into on-screen action or were actually spot on. Now, the games are a bit simple and are clearly geared towards a casual audience as opposed to hardcore gamers, so it'll be interesting to see what games will be available in the near future. So we were pretty knackered after our session, which probably says more about us than the games, but Kinect is without a doubt very cool and highlights the freedom you can achieve with this kind of technology. It's due out just in time for Christmas, so you'd better get writing those lists if you want to get your hands on one.